All right, so we got 2 dozen new Bridger number 2 dogless. I modify mine straight out the box. I laminate them, weld the base plates, weld all the swivel connections. I put 6 links of chain between the first 2 swivels, and then 12 links down to the end. Then we anchor it with a super stake anchor, and this will do us for years. So what we're going to do today is take them from here to here. What we'll start off with is getting our pans tightened. We're going to tighten these pans up, get the preload on them. Just run all the slack out of that adjuster bolt and then back it back off. Just a half turn. That'll get us till we set in the trap. Next thing we do is we put this thing in the vise. And what we're going to do is hit the knot latch on it. Well, take our file, and we're just going to hit that knot latch a couple of licks. Take the burr off of it, and then always recheck it. What we're looking for is pan's flat, and we don't want any creep in the pan. It fires right when it moves, so that's what we're looking for. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if the camera will focus on how much we got left. That's what we're looking for. So the next thing we're going to do is we've got these little, I prefer a square stock, 3/16 square. We'll weld them on. First, we got to cut a couple. So there, got our clamp on the table and our mark where it goes. Okay, now got the laminations welded on. The next thing we did was put a little dab of a weld on the end of our jaws just to give them a little extra strength. Next thing we'll do is flip the trap over, put it back in the vise. We'll weld each end of the base plate and both sides of the main frame. Okay, so we cut our key stock, make our laminations with them. In order to get them to lay flat the way I like them, so they don't rock, I take the hammer and just lay them in the vise and ping them. That puts just enough of bend in them so they'll lay on that jaw a little flatter. Then we just clamp them up with the vice grips. Make sure they're good and even. put them in the vise and weld them down. All right, so now added our weld here, there, there, there. We're ready for our anchors. For our anchor, got these 5 links of chain going in our swivel, another swivel, 12 links of chain, and we're trying out these lap links that are cut back a little bit. We'll close them up and weld them there, and that should give us a good strong anchor. We got real tough ground here, and it's hard to pull these things out of the ground, so we weld all of our connections for that reason. So I'll get that done. I'll let you know what it looks like. All right, so there's our finished product. Laminated, jaws welded, base plate fully welded, and all of our connections welded. We shouldn't have any problem dragging this thing out of the ground or whatever. We'll come back and knock any burrs down. I'll open the jaws up and hit them with a flap wheel. That way we got no sharp edges. And that trap will be ready for wax and dye.